The man's name is Mike Davis. He is our in-house attorney for The Benny Show. So beware. Mike Davis joins the show now. Mike, thank you. We thought we'd talk about Biden crimes here, but as somebody who's been on Tucker's show, as somebody who goes on Fox News a lot, I want to get your initial takeaway from this really shocking development that Tucker Carlson's show will not be broadcast any longer on Fox.
Yeah, I mean, it is shocking. Tucker Carlson is the biggest name in cable TV, so maybe there's a lot more to the story that we don't know, but this is definitely shocking.
Yeah, I can't see this as a good thing. Maybe it will be in the end. Maybe this will turn out to be a very, very good thing in the end. But if you are on if you're at Fox, I mean, you can see it in the numbers. This was the highest rated show. He was getting 7x what MSNBC and CNN were bringing down. The left is going to celebrate this. They've been calling for Tucker's scalp for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I mean, they ran their advertiser boycott campaigns. Today's left doesn't believe in free speech. They don't believe in debate. They believe in censorship, cancellation. It's we've said this a lot, but it's not our parents' or grandparents' Democrat Party anymore. These are not liberals who love America. These are leftists. These are Marxists. They hate America. They hate free speech. They believe in censorship. They hate equality. They believe in equity. They hate due process. They believe in Me Too and politicized and weaponized justice systems. So it's disturbing what is going on now, and this, like I said, this Tucker news is pretty shocking.
So I don't want to, neither of us were inside the boardroom at Fox, and so I don't want to ask you to pontificate really about what, essentially we'd just be manufacturing what we think happened. What you have been seeing, however, Mike, is Hunter Biden's attorneys scurrying like rats into the DOJ this week, begging for a meeting. What can we make of that?
Well, I mean, I know what we can make is there's according to the news reports, there is very strong evidence for the Justice Department to charge Hunter Biden with 4 crimes related to tax evasion, foreign corruption, and a gun crime. And the Biden Justice Department, according to these news reports, the political appointees, maybe even Attorney General Merrick Garland himself, has been interfering with this ongoing probe, political interference to protect Hunter Biden, which protects Joe Biden, because 10% to the big guy. So there is apparently a whistleblower who is ready to come forward to Congress and blow the whistle on maybe the Attorney General Merrick Garland on this political cover-up. And there's a U.S. attorney up in Delaware who's been investigating this. His name is David Weiss. And people say he's a Trump-appointed U.S. attorney. Yeah, technically he is, but the way U.S. attorneys work, and I used to run the confirmation process on the Judiciary Committee, it's the home state senators who pick the U.S. attorney. So it was the two Democrat senators in Delaware working with the Trump White House who picked this U.S. attorney. He's non-political, and the fact that he has evidence of 4 crimes, according to news reports, and Garland is blocking him, that is a huge scandal.
So we are correct in our takeaway here that it is the political appointees that are blocking the charging of Hunter Biden, which would, of course, open up the door then to investigations into Joe Biden.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. David, we should have been made a special counsel by Garland. There's a clear there is a clear conflict where Garland is protecting President Biden, his boss. And Weiss now can charge in Delaware, apparently, but if he wants to bring charges in D.C. or California or any other of the U.S. attorney's offices, he has to go jump through a bunch of political hoops with political appointees in the Biden Justice Department. So he does not have the political independence he needs to do his job. And Garland, apparently, according to these news reports, is actively going out of his way to undermine this investigation.
So this is the worst possible timing. Joe Biden is apparently going to announce for president this week via a TikTok video or something. So it does feel as though, if you're reading the tea leaves of the news, that the entire charade is beginning to unravel. That they weren't counting on this whistleblower. They weren't counting on this extra pressure, that this is a gift to Republican investigators. Do you have the same sense?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they've been investigating Hunter Biden for a long time, there's smoking gun evidence that Hunter Biden is corrupt, that he illegally, corruptly took millions from Chinese and Ukrainian oligarchs. There's smoking gun evidence that 10% went to the big guy, and now House Oversight Chairman James Comer is coming forward with evidence that many, many, many members of Joe Biden's family was on the take here. So this is a scandal of epic proportions. And the fact that the Attorney General Merrick Garland is going out of his way, according to these news reports, according to this whistleblower, to undermine this investigation, this is impeachable all around. The president is compromised. He's clearly compromised by these illegal, corrupt payments from Chinese and Ukrainian oligarchs. Those are the two biggest trouble spots in the world right now. And the president of the United States is corrupted because his family and probably Joe Biden himself are on these payrolls.
So the final question I have for you, Mike, because this is what we saw trotted out as a Democrat talking point. We've been tracking this. So how they all huddled together, right? Unlike Republicans, Democrats huddled together in a hive mind, right? Like a little ant army, right? Building a hill to build up their own defenses, right? They get SDK Knickerbocker and all Jen Psaki firms, right? And they coalesce. And this is the best I've gotten. Okay, so the best they've come up with is, well, accepting billions of dollars from the Ukrainians and the Azerbaijanis and the Chinese. That's not a crime. That's the best I've gotten. And that's what they're trotting out. They're actually trying to bring that forward as, yes, it's corrupt, but it's not a crime. I saw that all weekend on the talking shows. So that's what they're sticking with, is there's no crime here. Can you comment?
Well, it sounds like this U.S. Attorney David Weiss and the FBI have a different take because they apparently have evidence that Hunter Biden committed at least 4 different crimes, including the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act and a gun charge because he lied on a gun application and a couple charges for tax evasion. So I think that the the career people in the Justice Department, including the FBI, have a different take.
Okay, well, we shall see. Mike Davis, as ever, where can people find your work?
Article3project.org, article3project.org, at article3project, at article number 3 project on Getter, Twitter, Truth. And my personal is MRDDMIA, MRDDMIA. Thank you, Ben.
It does seem, as a parting shot here, Mike, that Jim Jordan's listening to you.
Well, you know what? I started off by being a pretty loud, obnoxious, vocal critic of Jim Jordan on the big tech fight, but I think Jim Jordan, and even when he started the oversight at the beginning of this Congress, it got to a slow and bumpy start. But I'll tell you, Jim Jordan is really firing on all cylinders right now. He's doing amazing oversight with Alvin Bragg and elsewhere. So I have quickly turned from critic to fan of Jim Jordan.
Keep up the pressure. God bless you, Mike.
Thank you.